Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So first card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. We've got some earth sign energy, could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or even Capricorn. We've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Devil card in the reverse. So we have more Capricorn energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles show up here at the bottom of the deck. This does feel like a very generous energy within a connection. I also feel like you could be really dealing with someone who is a person who gives a lot. Or there could be a sense of being in a connection with someone where when it comes to the give and take, it feels like it is something that does flow quite well and easily within your connection. I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles, this does feel like a very giving energy, especially to the situation. It may require a lot to be given to the situation in order to make things work as well. I do feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, this feels like a very successful energy. I also feel that with this Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like a sense of you could be dealing with someone who's quite successful as far as where they are materially or in their career, and I do feel like also this person kind of viewing you as someone who is in a good place as well as someone who's quite stable. But this does also feel like a very commitment oriented energy. I do feel like within a connection, this does also feel like a sense of someone feeling inspired to be able to commit, and I do feel like there's that desire that this person has, especially when it comes to the way they feel about this connection with you. I do feel like with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to really be able to come to the situation with a very energized energy. I do feel like there's a sense of actually having had perhaps a time apart and being able to come back to the situation with a more energetic, with more energy and also a rejuvenated spirit. I do feel like with the Four of Swords, it feels like also communication, being able to hear from somebody that you may have been wanting to hear from, or somebody wanting to hear from you. I do feel like you may be wanting to give this person the opportunity to be able to hear from you, or hearing this person out. But with the Devil card in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being in a connection where there could be some strong attachments between yourself and this person. When it comes to the way this person feels about you, they are very strongly invested in this connection with you. I do feel like with the Devil card in the reverse, this feels like a sense of being in a connection where somebody is, I do feel like very captivated to a point where it's almost coming across a little bit obsessive. But with this card in the reverse, I do feel like it is more so in a captivated way. It feels like a sense of wanting to be able to build a connection that is healthy. So I do feel like there is a sense of you dealing with someone who's all in. This person is very much invested. I do feel like with the Devil card showing up in the reverse, that this person is also somebody who is in the process of really being able to work on themselves. Do you feel like when it comes to also other areas of their life, like being able to have a balance in their work life, and also when it comes to how they show up at work and the way in which they prioritize being able to balance work and the other areas of their life, as well as even things to do with ways in which they cope. And that could have to do with perhaps addiction issues. This feels like an energy of a person making a genuine effort at being able to really get things under control in their life. So I do feel like there is that sense of somebody really working on themselves. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got the Three of Cups. We have the Hierophant. have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So you have some Taurus energy with this Hierophant. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Five of Pentacles showing up here in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of somebody being able to really kind of start to make progress, especially as far as being able to get themselves on track after something that may have felt like a hard hit. That could have been even as far as them on a personal level and being on a healing journey, or even as far as their money. And with this card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of experience healing or recovery. I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles, this feels like an energy of being able to experience things kind of starting to look up. I do feel like with this Five of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience a desire to be able to make a wrong right, especially when it comes to a connection with somebody which may have started on the wrong foot. I do feel like there could have been actually a sense of somebody kind of coming across as if they were rejecting you, or somebody feeling rejected or dejected. And I do feel like with this card in the reverse, there's a sense of wanting to be able to kind of be able to make up for that. I do feel like with the Three of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like celebrations. This feels like being in a really good space. And I do feel like also being able to experience kind of the social life in a way that feels quite fulfilling. It does feel like it's also being able to enjoy being out and about and kind of putting yourself out there. I do feel like with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it also feels like a family energy and being able to have good moments with family. Do you feel like with the Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really being able to experience learning a lot from a situation, or even being at a certain space at this time. I do feel like there's a lot to be learned within this connection and even from this person, but this does feel like an energy of being able to have a lot of insight, and it feels like genuinely being able to gain wisdom from an experience. Do you feel like with the Hierophant, this does also feel like a very traditional energy as well? So this could be someone who is quite traditional when it comes to their approach to things. And I do feel like within the connection, it could be unfolding in a very traditional way as far as being able to have a methodical unfolding of this connection. Feels like it's going step by step in a very traditional way. But I do feel like with the Hierophant, this does feel like a sense of prioritizing commitment in a connection, kind of wanting to get to that level. And also within this connection, I do feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, it feels like a commitment energy and being open to committing within a connection with someone. Do you feel like you could actually be in a space where it's like you're mirroring this person's energy when it comes to the outlook on commitment and that desire? With the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a pretty positive energy as far as someone's healing journey. I do feel like with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this does feel like making a lot of progress on an individual level. Maybe dealing with someone who's in a space where it's like they are trying to overcome something that may have been difficult that they'd experienced in the past. They are in a space where they're making a genuine effort, and with the Three of Swords in the reverse, it also feels like an energy of them being able to get over that and being able to kind of let that go, and especially if it's no longer serving them. So this does feel like an energy of being able to kind of experience being able to let go of and not let something define them that is no longer useful in their current present. So this does feel like an energy of moving on. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got romantic feelings. We've got forgiving and learning. And we have it is safe for you to love. So the romantic feelings card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who has a lot of feelings for you. I do feel like there's a lot of romantic feelings that this person has. I also feel that with the Devil card, there is a sense of being very drawn to you, very captivated by you and your energy. I do feel like with the romantic feelings card, this also feels like a very expressive energy. So it does feel like also being in a space where somebody wants to be able to express emotions or feelings that they hold and share with and have within this connection with you. This does feel like them being in a space where they feel ready to be able to really explore a connection further. And with this Ten of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of really being able to have a connection, be able to kind of progress further. and being in a space where someone is ready to be able to take that leap with you. I do feel like with the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where there could be a lot of soul searching that's happening or that has happened with this Four of Swords in the reverse. I also feel that it's something that's really benefiting someone on an individual level, especially to be able to show up for this connection in a very healthy way. This may be your energy, but I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where when it comes to a connection, there's a sense of also kind of connecting with someone from a space where it's like you are informed as far as being able to have a healthy connection and kind of being able to make that conscious effort to have this connection be one that's healthy between the two of you. I also feel this person kind of making that easy for you. And I do feel like this person is in a space where it's like they are ready to be able to really actually take on emotional responsibility within this connection with you. And with the it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, I do feel like this is a very open energy. This feels like a sense of someone being in a good place for being able to actually welcome and embrace a connection. And I do feel like there's a sense of also having a sense of this person kind of letting you in. And also when it comes to this connection, this person's coming in and with a lot of healed energy. So I do feel like it's a connection where it's like things are starting off on a good foot. I do feel like with the it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, it also feels like having a sense of feeling safe within this connection. I do feel like also a sense of being able to have a supportive connection with this person. And I do feel like there's the sense of being able to experience feeling comfortable opening up, being open to really sharing one's heart with you, and also that energy being reciprocated between the two of you. This does feel like an energy of having a connection that does feel like actually having true love. I do feel like there's a strong sense of having a connection that feels like it is one that's very genuine. And I do feel like there's a lot of love here. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.